Yet again, it goes to prove the star power that Deion has. Everybody wants to see the Deion show. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what we like to call that, say it with me now, the Deion effect. Another night, say it with me now, another primetime video. I think it's only right that we end off our week, our Friday night, with a primetime video before we head into the college football games on Saturday. Nah, but on a serious note, I didn't even plan on making this video, but there's been some crazy things leak out about this Colorado and USC game. For starters, we already know this, it's a big time game for multiple different reasons. Reason number one, obviously, Deion Sanders is the head coach for Colorado, and he's a big topic himself. That is nothing more, nothing less than the Coach Prime effect. Reason number two as to why this is a big game, well, we want to see if Colorado can bounce back. They look pitiful, atrocious, and straight up awful against Oregon. So everybody out there, they admit it, yeah, they look bad, but we want to see if they can bounce back. And last but not least, and there's more reasons, but these are just the main ones at least to me, it's a big deal because people are going to tune into this game because they want to see Deion lose. Whether you like that or not, it's the reality of the situation. And all in all, there's many reasons to tune into this game, and I can guarantee you this. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be watching at the end of the game, but I promise you at the very beginning of the game, everybody in the world, they're going to stop what they're doing to see what happens in the first quarter. Like I said, not too sure how many people are going to continue to watch, but you best believe everybody out here is at least one point throughout this game going to tune in. And guess what? Reportedly, according to the sources, there is a celebrity guest list for this game. You see, here's where things get a little interesting. We all know USC, you're going to have some celebrities pop out to their games because they're located in California. You get the LA vibe from them, it just makes a ton of sense. Well, what makes this game so unique is Colorado is also a celebrity fan favorite. A lot of celebrities, they gravitate towards Coach Prime, and there's mutual respect there and mutual likeness. And I've stated this in a previous video, USC, of course, they're Hollywood, but it's almost like Colorado's Hollywood 2.0. At least when it comes to a college football standpoint, if that makes sense. You get the point I'm trying to get across. A lot of these stars and celebrities, they like Colorado, they like Coach Prime and what's going on, so they pop out to the games. And it's a big deal. I'd be lying to you if I said it wasn't. When you got rappers like Lil Wayne supporting your team openly, huge deal, at least in my humble opinion. Well, take a look at this. Reportedly, here's the celebrity guest list for this weekend's game that we just know of. LeBron James, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, and his son, Bronny, they're going to be showing up. Just having LeBron show up to your game alone, that'd be crazy, but there's more. Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne, of course, DJ Khaled, another one. Hey, time to bring out my butter. Time to bring out my cappuccino. If you know, you know. He's been blowing up on TikTok and for the whole let's go golfing thing. Shout out to DJ Khaled, he's funny. Matthew McConaughey, and last but not least that we know of, Will Ferrell. And here's the point I want to emphasize on this. This isn't like these quote unquote TikTok celebrities that nobody's heard of. These are pretty much A-list celebrities. These are household names. Everybody knows these people. Now here's my biggest question about all of this. I wonder if these said people you see right here, if they're just showing up for USC or if they're showing up for Colorado. And I understand that Snoop Dogg, he's a USC fan and Brian James goes to USC, but do you really think LeBron James and Snoop Dogg would be showing up to this game if Deion Sanders wasn't coaching in it? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. And how does that even work? It'd almost be worth the price of admission just to get in for the chance to see one of these guys, to at least some people. To me, I could care less because all these people, I don't put people on a throne. Yes, they're great, they're talented, etc., but you still get up and put your pants on the same way I do. I don't worship another human being, if that makes sense, like some people. Like, for example, concerts, I've never understood the concept of those. And when I tell you this, it's going to change your entire perspective on it. At a concert, it's a bunch of people jumping up and down with their arms in the air, worshiping one man on a stage like they're peasants and peons. Just think about how corny and stupid that is. You're jumping up and down going, ah! That guy don't even know you. Oh my God, ah! God, it's just so funny to me when I think about that. If concerts are your thing, cool, go right ahead, but I just always thought it was a weird concept. And I already know the argument everybody's going to say, well, Matt, what's the difference with showing up to a football game and rooting for your favorite team? That's a great question, my friend. Outstanding question. Here's my counter argument, though. You aren't literally worshiping a team. You got a team and you're going for them, but you're not jumping up and down with your arms in the air, worshiping one person. That's really besides the point. Different conversation for a different day. Matt, shut the crap up, lock in. Sorry. Getting back on track here, Coach Prime also stated recently about the number of celebrities that are going to be in attendance. Quote unquote, it's probably 3x or 3 times what you guys have heard. Shoot, I think half the NBA is going to be here. Yet again, it goes to prove the star power that Deion has. Everybody wants to see the Deion show. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what we like to call that, say it with me now, the Deion effect. Somebody in the comments said, just for a 66-7 L, crazy times we in. Alright, I ain't gonna hold you. If USC beats Colorado 66-7, I might have to get pretty critical of Colorado in my live reaction video. You know how we do the live reaction on Saturday. Yeah, that might be a very critical video, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I do have USC winning the game. What was my prediction? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I said 45-21, keeping it respectable. 66-7, though, good gosh almighty, that's pretty dang bad. That's like an FCS score. But hey, I ain't going to hold you. I wouldn't be shocked if that score did happen, just because Oregon, they could have done that last week. And all in all, I do hope it's a close game because I want to see entertainment. That Colorado versus Oregon game, it was awful to watch. It wasn't fun at all. I hated it, and I don't understand why any college football fan would want to see that. But moving along here, though, Lincoln Riley, he did talk about Deion Sanders, and you probably haven't heard about it because he didn't say anything bad about him. It looks like Lincoln Riley isn't taking the approach that Colorado State's coach took and Dan Lanning took. Here's what he stated, quote unquote, "I never met him. I don't know him, but he seems to be very genuine in his approach." And that is all Lincoln Riley said. He said some other things, but that's the main focal point. And I don't understand how anybody could take this the wrong way. Lincoln Riley pretty much just said, yep, don't know the guy, but seems genuine. And that's all there is to it, and that's really the only thing you can say about Coach Prime because he is genuine. So if you were looking for some pregame beef and extra motivation, you're not going to get it from Lincoln Riley. It doesn't seem like anything too crazy is going on with the teams before the games. And last but not least, check this out. So Skip Bayless said, and I just want your thoughts on this down below, he stated that he would take Shedeur Sanders over Caleb Williams. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you, and your ears aren't either. You see this correctly, and you heard me correctly. He stated, and I quote, "I'm picking Shedeur Sanders over Caleb Williams. Shedeur Sanders has been sacked more than anybody in college football this year. He is under siege on nearly every snap," which I agree with. "The more I watch him, the more he grows on me. His rushing attack is dead last in college football. The more I watch him, the better he gets." And hey, I agree with Skip Bayless 10,000%. He didn't tell a lie there. And I'm not going to say you'd be an idiot to take Shedeur Sanders over Caleb Williams because everybody has their preference, but Caleb Williams is a 101. It just doesn't make sense. I just think Skip Bayless is saying this for clicks and views because nobody that actually knows what they're talking about and watches college football thinks Shedeur Sanders is better than Caleb Williams. And a lot of people are going to try to take that as me throwing shade and shots at Shedeur Sanders. And no, it's not shade whatsoever. It's more so of, and it should go to prove how unreal Caleb Williams is. And I hate using this comparison because it's so cliche and he even has the same hairstyle as him. But he's pretty much the next version of Patrick Mahomes. He's Patrick Mahomes 2.0. Y'all know how I feel about Shedeur. I've been high on him, and I was overhyping him, at least according to some people, when he was at Jackson State. I've been high on him. Love everything about him. He's a great quarterback, but Caleb Williams is better. I'll put it this way. Caleb Williams is one of the few players I've ever witnessed where when I'm watching a game, even if it's by myself, I literally drop my mouth. It leaves me speechless. Shedeur Sanders is great and all, I love his game, but I'll take Caleb Williams any day of the week. Last but not least, before we end out this video, I asked you guys in the previous video the preview for this game. Let me know your thoughts on what Colorado's edge is against USC, and check out some of these comments. David said, Colorado has the edge on quote-unquote yards allowed, which he's right. Under that, it's likely going to be a bad day for Colorado's defense, and I agree. And last but not least, Colorado's only edge is home field advantage. Other than that, they're screwed. I'm not even too sure if these people were trying to be funny when they wrote these comments. I think they're being dead serious. And I'll show you one more comment and we'll end up the video here. Colorado needs to be more disciplined than they were last week to have any chance. Last week, they looked like a different team. I expected that game to be at least competitive, and I agree. Everybody was giving me crap for I did pick Colorado in the game, and everybody's like, oh, Matt, I can't even believe you thought it was close. Well, you got to understand my perspective. I saw Colorado already beat a top 20 team this year. And even though, yeah, they didn't look good against Colorado State in every game they've been competitive, my whole perspective on the game was I at least, at the bare minimum, thought Colorado would compete. And they failed to do that. I honestly think it came down to this. The lights were too bright and they crapped their pants. They wet the bed. Hopefully they don't lay another egg this week, but I guess we'll wait and see. Let me know your thoughts down below. But, Robert!